it's very important that you start somewhere. So going in, you're dealing with the gym, you're paying gym costs. And again, if that gym does not have the infrastructure where they say, okay, we're going to be able to hire a conditioning coach, a jiu-jitsu coach, a boxing coach, and all these different elements, guess what? You're going to have to find the best gym you can local to your area because you need to keep your expenses down so that you're not traveling too far. And you need to come up with basically a secondary gym, and you're going to have to work out some type of negotiation with them because you might have to pay them as well. All right. Now, I would probably say wait 6 months in, put away that money, like I said, wait 6 months in and get a feel for the primary gym because they may have a built-in infrastructure. In other words, your Muay Thai coach might already be giving you striking skills that are on par with Muay Thai and boxing. So you wouldn't necessarily need to go hire a boxing coach unless it's something specific about a particular opponent coming up and you want to bring in a specialist. And that's fair. But you wouldn't want to do that in the beginning because in the beginning, you're learning how to fight. It's only when you go into camp that you're learning how people would fight you. There's the difference. So now you've got this secondary gym, maybe a third coach who's a conditioning coach. It would help if that person was at the gym because they would understand your body movements and they would see where you're completely strong, where you're weak. A lot of times you can go to your coach with your own thoughts and say, hey, I get caught in this position called the side mount. And here are, the structural movements that I have to make to escape the side mount. And what your coach will do, he'll train you in the way that you tell him. You say, oh, these are the muscles you're using, but he's still not addressing the problem because the way the person is holding you down may not be related to the way that you particularly move. It might be something they're doing that's different. But if he's in the gym with you and he understands what's going on, oh, you were rolling with Bill. Bill's another beast. What you need against Bill is tricep strength, not hip strength. But it would help if that coach was in the gym. All right. We were fortunate at one point that we had Dewan Hathaway, who's an MMA fighter who trained with Greg Jackson in Albuquerque, but he was also a conditioning coach. And so by him being on the floor, sparring and kicking and punching, he also was able to develop programs for a lot of the guys. We've had Mike Pagano, who's worked with the Miller brothers. Same thing. He was able to a fighter himself, but also able to design programs specific to the athlete, which made him a little bit different, because he actually had those training skills. He wasn't just someone who lifted weights, and plus in both aspects, both guys have been very legit coaches who understood coaching, so they understood how to move a fighter from point A to B to C to D. Not just wins. We're not talking about wins. We're talking about performance improvement. That's the key. Performance improvement. So when I'm talking about these costs, I am talking about results. If you're not willing to pay, then don't be surprised if you don't get results.